The legacy of Adult Swim from weird to legend. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good video, and it's 10 minutes.
So, you're up way too late flipping through TV channels.
See, that's all it was about. What time Adult Swim came on? Probably about 9?
When suddenly you find yourself watching a surreal courtroom where Hanna-Barbera characters debate the law. A talking milkshake arguing with a wad of meat.
Bro, I was just talking to a fucking coworker about fucking Aqua Teen Hunger Force literally like last week, bro. Like I just didn't understand this show. It was so weird all over the place to me. I was talking about how I might need to rewatch this shit, bro. Like, I probably understand it way better now that I'm older.
Or a science experiment gone
This
wrong.
favorite show right now. That's out right now. Rick and Morty.
That's when you know you've entered the world of Adult Swim. For over 2 decades, Adult Swim has delivered some of the most bizarre, provocative...
What the fuck was the name of this show? I remember this bitch right here. And the nigga with the... I don't know what the fuck the name of this show was, though.
Hilarious and unforgettable television content.
Mike Tyson Mysteries is crazy.
But how did this strange late-night block become such an important piece of pop culture? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the full history of Adult Swim. From its humble beginnings as a late-night experiment to its rise as a cultural powerhouse, its controversies, revivals, and its enduring legacy. The story begins in the late 1990s.
What I missed?
When
I watched the Cartoon Network retrospective. I watched the Nickelodeon retrospective. I watched the Disney Channel retrospective. Now I'm watching the last one from my childhood, the Adult Swim version.
Cartoon Network was at its peak as a kids' cable channel. With a growing audience that included teenagers and adults watching shows like Dexter's Laboratory and Johnny Bravo, network executives realized that a good portion of their viewership wasn't just kids. Mike Lazo, a programmer at Cartoon Network who previously worked on Toonami and Space Ghost Coast to Coast, saw an opportunity.
What the hell is this show?
He wanted to create a space for weird, edgy animated content aimed squarely at adults. The result was Adult Swim, a programming block that officially launched on September 2nd, 2000.
Do y'all niggas remember Squidbillies? Like, y'all remember Squidbillies with the squid shit? Bro, it was another weird ass show too, bro. Bro, that was another weird ass show.
All kids out of the pool for Adult
Good night, I'm going to
Swim.
bed. I'm irritated. Good night, man. Don't be irritated. Don't wake up on the wrong side of the bed, bro. Don't go to bed angry. Whatever the fuck was going on, bro. Solve that issue, bro. Go to sleep. It'll make sleep way better.
All kids out.
The name Adult Swim came from the old public pool rule, Adult Swim only, when kids had to get out of the water. It was a cheeky metaphor for what Cartoon Network was doing, kicking the kids out after hours so the grown-ups could have their fun. The earliest days of Adult Swim leaned heavily on repurposed assets, reused animation, and wild creativity on a shoestring budget. Many of the first shows
I don't have many memories from that show. I forgot what it's called, bro.
were born from a blend of low cost and high creativity. Space Ghost Coast to Coast,
But it's crazy that I didn't watch these shows at all, but I know I know these niggas' faces.
which started years earlier in 1994, laid the groundwork. It reimagined the classic Hanna-Barbera superhero as a clueless late-night talk show host. Its strange, dry humor became a cult hit and was followed by other oddities like The Brack Show, C-Lab 2021,
Like,
Harvey Birdman,
all these
Attorney
shits,
at
bro.
Law, and Aqua Teen Hunger Force. These shows
Aqua Teen Hunger Force, please talk about this. This show was crazy. A talking fry head that shot lasers out his eyes, a talking milkshake cup, a wad of meat named Meat Wad that rolled around, a porn addict named Carl right next to the crib, and a bunch of other random shit going on in the show. And I don't know why, like, Shake, Fry, and Meatwad were all so weird, because they lived in a world full of a bunch of humans. Like, so I don't know what happened to them.
shows didn't look like polished network animation. They felt underground, bootleg, and proudly weird. According to Cracked and Nerdist, many of these early shows became favorites because they didn't feel like anything else on TV at the time. By 2002, Adult Swim was doing well enough to become a nightly block. But its true breakout moment came in 2003, when it picked up reruns of Family Guy. At the time, Family Guy had been canceled by Fox after just 3 seasons, but Adult Swim's late-night audience devoured it. The show became one of the most watched programs on the block,
Yes,
and
sir.
eventually helped convince Fox to revive the series in 2005. It was a huge moment, not just for Family Guy, but for Adult Swim as a whole.
Roadhouse.
It proved that this weird late-night space could pull serious numbers. Around the same time, reruns of Futurama were added, helping
Sheila. Remember what I told y'all? I used to do the Gwen from Total Drama Island. I did to her too. Not gonna lie. I used to pause the TV, pull my little shit out, all over the TV screen. All over the TV screen. I ain't gonna count. Her little one eye ass. I don't know. I think it's just something about bitches with dark colored hair, bro. And that little dark look, bro. I don't know. I think it's just something about it, bro. I used to fuck with Sheila, little one eye ass, her little sexy ass, bro. God.
Adult Swim dominate its late-night competition. The mid-2000s saw
Fucking Boondocks, Rick and Morty. Some of my all-time favorite shows ever, nigga. Ever. Boondocks is my favorite show ever.
Adult Swim entering
TV
its
show.
golden era. In 2005, Aaron Magruder's The Boondocks debuted. Based on its comic strip of the same name, the show used an anime-influenced visual style and sharp, unrelenting social commentary. Tackling topics like race, politics, and media with no filter, The Boondocks became a lightning rod for praise and controversy. It helped Adult Swim solidify its image as a network that wasn't afraid to say the things others wouldn't. That same year, Robot Chicken
was
premiered,
funny.
created by Seth Green and Matt Senrick. Using stop-motion animation and toys to parody pop
Bro,
culture.
That robot used to fuck the shit out the washing machine, right? Y'all know that. The washing machine robot fucker. The washing machine fucking robot, yeah. Yeah, I walked up to my washer one day. I'm trying to tell you, nigga. These TV shows have a big impact and influence. I fucked the shit out of my washer, nigga. Oh God.
The show became a runaway hit and won several Emmy Awards. It was irreverent, fast-paced, and exactly the kind of chaotic fun.
I was talking about Adult Swim to my coworker too when we were talking about all like the shows we used to watch. Bro, Robot Chicken was ahead of its time, bro. You know how it is now, how the internet is? Clip cultures, clip, go to the next one. Clip, go to the next one. Clip, go to the next one. That's how Robot Chicken was back in the early 2000s, bro. And that's probably why people like this so much, bro.
That Adult Swim was known for. Another key pillar of Adult Swim's growth was anime.
Toonami.
Though technically housed under Toonami, which was folded into Adult Swim for a time, shows like Cowboy Bebop, Inuyasha, Trigun, FLCL,
You better
and
say
Full
it.
Metal Alchemist found their
Nigga, don't forget Jack, but don't forget about Samurai Jack, nigga. Then Toonami was the first place I seen Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon is my favorite anime ever, and it also has my anime crush, Revy. Revy was, oh my God, Revy, nigga. You think Sheila and Gwen from Cartoon Network, Sheila from Adult Swim, and nigga from Toonami? Revy? I still love Revy to this day, nigga. I remember she got that goddamn sword stabbed to her leg, her knee, or whatever happened. She popped that nigga. She tried the gun. She said, ah. Boy, that had me. That had little like 10-year-old Marion rocked, stiffy.
U.S. audiences primarily through the Adult Swim block. These late-night airings helped normalize anime for American viewers and played a massive role in its Western popularity boom. Adult Swim became the go-to spot for mature animation, whether it was American absurdism or Japanese action drama. As the 2010s rolled in, Adult Swim continued to experiment, this time with more live-action
What the fuck is that?
Shows like Tim and Eric Awesome Show Great Job,
Yeah, that shit was
The
so
Eric
random
Andre
weird.
Show,
Eric
and
Andre
Check
was
It
kinda
Out with
tough.
Dr. Steve Brew.
I didn't watch Eric Andre show or this, but I know them, and I done seen clips recently, and like that shit kind of crazy, wacky, and all over the place.
Brought a new layer of bizarre, surreal, and cringe-inducing comedy.
Yeah, it might be tough now.
They were divisive, but they fit the Adult Swim aesthetic perfectly.
Definitely cringy as fuck.
Anti-mainstream,
It's like, what?
unpredictable, and often completely unhinged. Meanwhile, animated
Super Jail. Bro, that doctor, that clown doctor, bro, I can't remember what the name of that show was, but why do I have memories of watching that shit?
series like Super Jail, Metalocalypse, Moral Oral, and China
More
Illinois. While animated series like Super Jail, Metalocalypse,
Bro, what the fuck?
Moral Oral, and China Illinois kept pushing boundaries in violence, satire, and existential weirdness. Illinois kept pushing boundaries in violence, satire.
Shorty right here, I used to fuck with her. I might need to rewatch more or because I don't really remember like it being crazy the way he just said.
Existential weirdness. It was also during this time that Adult Swim made an unexpected move by adding King of the Hill reruns to its lineup. Originally a primetime staple on Fox, the show's slower pace and grounded tone made it seem like an odd fit. But it worked.
It was.
Adult Swim.
No, it was. That's why I didn't watch it, because it didn't seem like Adult Swim to me. It didn't seem like Family Guy and Robot Chicken and American. It didn't seem like that because it wasn't. That's why I didn't watch it. And now him saying it just making me realize.
Embrace the show, which added another dimension to the block's offerings. Then came the juggernaut, Rick and Morty. Created by Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, the show debuted in December 2013. Initially based on a parody of Back to the Future, Rick and Morty evolved into a high-concept sci-fi comedy filled with dark humor, multiverse madness, and philosophical despair. It quickly became the most successful original show in Adult Swim history. The Season 3 premiere was so highly anticipated that it crashed Adult Swim's website when it aired unannounced on April Fool's Day in 2017. The show's success was so massive that Adult Swim ordered 70 more episodes in 2018, guaranteeing multiple seasons ahead. But with great popularity,
Rick and Morty is my favorite show that's on right now, period, point blank period. All time, Boondocks, like on Adult Swim, Boondocks, Rick and Morty, Family Guy, of course. Robot, like from what I grew up watching on Adult Swim, them shows, just the ones they aired.
In 2023, co-creator Justin Roiland was fired from the show after misconduct allegations. Adult Swim recast his roles and committed to moving forward without him. Despite this shakeup, the brand remained strong, and Rick and Morty continues to be a flagship for the network. The 2020s brought new challenges. Streaming services were now the dominant form of entertainment, and Adult Swim's late-night cable model felt increasingly niche. HBO Max, which housed much of Adult Swim's content, underwent several changes due to the Warner Bros. Discovery merger. Some shows were removed or quietly canceled, and budgets across the company were slashed. Yet Adult Swim adapted once again. It began producing more specials, reboots, and short-form content. The anime-focused Toonami block was reinvigorated with original co-productions, like Fina Pirate Princess and new seasons of classic series. Adult Swim also found new life in newer shows like Smiling Friends.
I've heard about Smiling Friends, but I haven't watched it.
Comedy that became an instant cult hit thanks to its mix of absurdism and oddly sincere emotion.
Did y'all niggas watch Mr. Pickles? I definitely watched a couple episodes of Mr. Pickles, but it's just like that, like a dog is Satan, bro. like that shit's crazy, no? Like
in 2023, the block moved up its start time to 7 p.m. Adult Swim had grown into something bigger. It wasn't just a block of weird shows, it was a creative identity. So what made Adult Swim work for so long? Part of it was freedom. The creators were given more leeway than almost anywhere else in TV. The budgets were low, but the artistic control was high. Adult Swim didn't ask creators to play it safe. Instead, they...
What the fuck was the name of the show? I can't remember. Oh my God, what was the name of the show? And they had the other two little niggas, bruh. Then the big swole nigga that like basically protect. Oh my God, what the fuck was the name of this show? What the fuck was the name of this show?
Encouraged taking risks, even if that meant confusing or alienating some viewers. The block also mastered branding. Those black screen bumpers with white text, the dreamy lo-fi music, and the cryptic messages made Adult Swim feel like a secret club for insomniacs and weirdos. Its legacy is undeniable.
Damn, I a weirdo?
Adult Swim helped revive Family Guy, normalize anime in the West, launch Rick and Morty into global popularity, and give creators like Tim Heidecker, Eric Andre, and Joe Pera a home. It turned action figures, cheap animation, and recycled characters into groundbreaking television. It redefined what adult animation could look like. Less sitcom, more sketch, more surreal, more satire. From late-night oddity to cultural institution, Adult Swim never tried to be mainstream, but somehow it changed the mainstream forever. Adult Swim started as a strange little experiment in late-night animation and grew into one of the most
Is
influential
this a nigga voice in this shit? This is a nigga, bro.
blocks in television history. Whether you were drawn to the chaotic world of Robot Chicken, the biting satire of the Boondocks, the existential crises of Rick and Morty,
Like, all this shit that I watch, like Robot Chicken, Rick and Morty, the Boondocks, that all shaped who I am as a person today, bro. And through this, because I used to watch Adult Swim way more than Cartoon Network and shit like that, bro. Because like, my whole life, I like struggled with sleep, kind of. I always just stay up late. So, like, seeing all this crazy, controversial, like, dark humor, shit like that. I used to watch Black Dynamite, like, seeing this dark humor and this satire and listening to it. That's kind of what my humor is now today. So it's like a lot of that shit get me in trouble, especially being a content creator. I say crazy things. I do crazy things. Like, I kind of really push the boundaries of, like, what's cancelable, what's this, what's that, what's against community guidelines, what's not. I'm sure I'll probably be shadow banned on all type of shit, bro, because content that I make, bro. But shit's just what I enjoy, so fuck it. It's an audience out there for somebody. If niggas fuck with me, niggas fuck with me. If not, then so be it. But as long as I'm on this shit, I'm gonna keep doing me. I'm gonna keep doing the shit that I like.
or just stayed up for some anime and bumpers that made you feel weirdly seen. There's no denying how much of a cultural force Adult Swim became. It gave voice to creators who didn't fit anywhere else. It challenged what animation could be. And it made being a night owl a whole lot more entertaining. A huge shout out and heartfelt thank you to our amazing Throwback Tier members. Peace.
Shit, fucking tell Adult Swim, give me a slot on that bitch.
Mr.
Shit, shout out
Blanks.
to them too, bro. Shout out to them. This is a good ass video, bro. I like it.